Yo, what's good, party people in the place to be? It's number one Chief Rock and Knicks Universe, your main man, Uncle Freezy. You asked for it and you got it. You asked for it and you got it. For some weird twist of fate, we were all three of us were able to get our schedules right so that we could give the people exactly what they want. Knicks Freestyle. Bemalem. Here we go. I got my man here with me, the
Content.
Ghetto Intellect. The Ghetto Intellect is in the building. We are about to rock for the fastest 57 minutes in Knicks universe. My man Free Keith is on his way. He'll be here soon. Free Keith, soon come. GI, the Ghetto Intellect. How you doing, brother?
Yo, we in the building. It's been a minute, but we got bars. We usually go up the top of the dome, pause. But since we haven't gone live in a while, we're gonna let some writtens go tonight.
Ben, we got to. We're gonna let we got to. You mind if we get that straight to the nitty gritty?
Let's get to it.
Yo, what are we doing out here with the lack of depth with this Knicks roster, bro? What are we doing? What are we doing out here? You see Brunson is hurt. You see RJ is hurt, right? Do we expect to rock for the next week or two with Quentin Grimes and Emmanuel quickly can catch like that, carry the load with Julius Randle? And if they can, why are we paying so much money to RJ Barrett and Jalen Brunson?
So I think me and Free keep going. Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Let's get it. Like right off the rip, because now ain't the time to be I want to be super positive, but at the same time, I want to be realistic.
Look, don't have to be. Look, positivity. Don't. I think here's the thing. When cats hear like, oh, I'm being positive about this season. I'm going to be positive about this team. It doesn't mean that you can't point out criticism, bro. Like you can still critique and be positive.
Keith, did you hear the question?
No, I just hopped on, but I heard y'all was about to bash positivity.
No. We were about to bash fanaticism.
Give him the question.
My fault.
Yeah,
my bad. Charge that to the heart. I just heard the positivity part.
Up, Uncle Freeze.
Okay.
Throw the question to him, and I'm gonna come right off his back. Paul.
Pause. Big time. Yeah. So the thing is, do we think this thing could be sustainable with Jalen Brunson and RJ Barrett out? Why don't we have replacements to it? And do we have faith in Quickly and Grimes to carry the load while these guys are out for the next week or two? And if they can carry the load, why do we pay so much money to RJ Barrett and Jalen Brunson?
So much money,
dude.
They didn't. Bro, like Jalen is whatever you think about Jalen, he's working for his money. He's worth every bit of that check that he got. RJ is now looking like he's worth that money as well. I don't see that, and none of them are anywhere near the max. They aren't max players, and I think their money is comparable to where they at. And like we got room, we got things that we can do. There's moves to make. I should say like this.
No, don't tell me we could do because
there's room. There's room.
GI, what have we done? GI, what have we done?
Uncle Freezy, I gotta keep it real. As far as moves that management has made, they're slim and none. Any go out aggressive moves, really bust down the door. Everything is kind of showed up at their doorsteps that they've done to date.
Showed up at their doorstep,
right?
Like
Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier.
Those weren't like to me. Like those showed up at their door. Like Kemba, what you call it was here. What do you mean? Like Evan was here.
That's what I mean.
Evan was here.
So that's
what. But the moves that they actually. I mean, he was here, but they paid him the next year. No, they paid him.
Yeah. They made the trade for Evan. They inherited Mitchell and RJ, so they signed.
Well, I don't count those only because, like, to me, like, those are core pieces of the team. You can't. That's like saying that Kerr got Golden State, and, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you're gonna blame
So
him that
so
he inherited Curry and Clay. Like,
no,
you can't.
Kerr inherited his team. He managed it, but he inherited it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but you can't say that that's like some, yeah, like,
So
that's
RJ
like
Barrett
some.
is like Klay Thompson.
I'm not saying it's a knock.
I didn't say RJ Barrett's like Klay Thompson. That's 100% not what I just said. I'm sure
Hold on.
GI was understanding what I was
Hold on,
meaning
though,
when I
Keith.
said
Hold
that.
on, though, Keith. You went to Kerr, though. That's not the analogy I
used
want you to
Kerr,
take it to. Remember, the management who put that team together hired Kerr.
Right.
Our management hired our coach. And what I'm saying is, I'm not saying, I want to make sure, first of all, this is a positive show. Because where the Knicks are as an organization, Keith, you said it best, and I'm going to steal your line. Go 5 years ago. We way better than we were.
I dare anybody who really got like they panties in a bunch right now about the Knicks. I dare them to just go back 4 years, not even 5. I dare them.
How about we go
I
back?
dare them.
How about we
And tell me anything about this team being worse than that team.
Years? Can we go back 2 years?
2 years.
Oh, wait a minute. A minute. The logic don't hit the same.
1 year.
Going back
1 year. 2 years or 1 year. This is a better team, bro. This is a better team than the team last year.
Better than the
This not a better team than the team last year. Are you? There's not a better team than the team was 2 years ago.
Let me set you up.
The makeup of the team.
Let me give you something to argue with. King.
This team would have been a third seed.
Take a couple of dry. Yeah. Enjoy your cigarette, King. Hold on, King. Hold up a second. Okay, hold up a second. Here is what me and Freezy really want to push tonight. We're not trying to be negative, Keith, but we want you to hear this. We really do.
Please.
You don't have to. Y'all really don't have to. Y'all don't have to.
No, but we make sure we're not saying it for you. We're saying it for the crowd. Because anybody who argues with Keith, they're generally trying to pull down negativity. I'm saying I'm not trying to be negative, but I do need you to come back down to earth a little bit as it relates to management. Here's why. Here's what we're saying. The core of our team, which I'm very proud of, is RJ Barrett, Jalen Brunson, Mitchell Robinson, and Julius Randle. Rose is responsible for one of our big four. He was able to resign our guys? Yes. He resigned the 3? Yes. What I'm saying is he stockpiled draft picks. He's kind of been not crazy in the draft, but got good talent. He's for what he's done in the draft. Do we think he could have done better? Yes, but he hasn't failed. But he hasn't made that big splash. And I'm just
agreed. If that is the issue, the big splash, I agree with you. They tried with Donovan. This could have been a big splash summer. It was really just it was a smaller splash just because of Brunson, and we needed Brunson. And I still say that whatever relationship with him, cats call him godson, this, that, and the other. We needed Brunson.
But it cost us. It cost us though. They were so close to NBA.
Yeah, they had to clean up. They had to clean up mistakes, and you know what I'm saying. Like that's. I feel like with any team, any organization, everything is not going to be perfect. This guy you pick, you think that he's the greatest, this, that, and the other, turns out and flops. Like, you know what I'm saying? This, that, like, I didn't think that Evan would be this bad this season. I'm glad that he's sitting on the bench.
Right.
I'm glad that he's sitting on the bench. That is turning out to be like
easily movable. We haven't been able to move that contract nowhere.
Dude, of course he's not going to be like, you're not going to be able to move it right now. Well, I should say this. I don't even know. We was about to move it. He was going to go into what you call a trade. If we believe reports, he was going to go. He was in every iteration of the Spider trade. Everyone had Evan in it. No problem. The what you call it was Grimes and RJ. And to me, I feel like they made a business decision not to get fleeced, and they believe they believed in Grimes enough. The tandem, or even like both of them, like you could get one of them, but you can't get both of them. I'm not mad at the front office having a little bit more faith in our guys to not get fleeced. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they could have had, I feel like we could have Spider if we gave them everything they wanted.
Hey, Freaky, but I'm not talking about Spider. That's what
That would have been a big splash, though.
But that's not what I'm referring to. What I'm saying is last year you saw this team fall apart because we didn't have enough injury replacements on the bench, right? And this year, around the same time, because remember, Derrick Rose got hurt around this time last year, right? And now this year, Brunson.
Oh, he did it.
Yes, he did.
When did Rose come to the team? Oh, my fault. Not my fault. My fault. My bad. Yeah, you're right. This is about the time that Rose went down.
Right, and so
before this time, in fact.
Right, but yeah. But what I'm saying is this team came in knowing that it didn't have insulation for injuries. Like, for instance, when we were talking during the summer, I was like, yo, the Jalen Brunson signing is nice, right? But who is going to be our backup point guard to Jalen Brunson? Because Derrick Rose is no longer Derrick Rose is a scoring guard off the bench. He's not a facilitator, right? Emmanuel Quickly is a scoring guard off the bench, right?
A scoring guard off the bench.
Quickly did better now.
Well, I was about to say, y'all can't keep saying that about IQ. Like, you know what I'm saying? He just stepped up to take the starting spot with Brunson down, and that man came home with 15 assists.
I understand that. I understand that, Free Keith, but that's one game. That's not
while still getting his points.
Free Keith, that's one. We're talking about 1 or 2 games. We need sustained consistency from a
backup. In a backup
that we can depend on.
I think
in a backup role.
We got to see.
It's perfect for a backup.
We got to see more of it. I think Quickly's learning. Quickly's learning from Brunson. I really do.
Right, but he's doing that with starters minutes, bro.
Yo, at the beginning of the season, I would have agreed with you guys, but I am watching IQ. I am watching IQ play make more. I am watching him be more intelligent with passing. Like, yo, like he's like, to me, I don't think that he's a good backup to Brunson.
Backup point guard to me is not my.
You're not listening to me, bro. See, the thing is, when Quickly does this, he does this as the starter. He's not the backup. The 15 assist game, Quickly was the starter.
Yes,
the backup
starts. The backup starts when the primary
No. What he's saying, Keith, is
totally missing.
What he's saying is without starters minutes, Quickly doesn't have this impact. I think
that's what I'm trying to tell Free Keith. And to truth be told, if Quickly could do this as the backup with Jalen Brunson present, maybe Jalen Brunson doesn't take all these tumbles that he takes. Maybe Jalen Brunson doesn't get.
That's how he plays, though.
No. Listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to me. NBA teams, for the most part, aside from certain random teams that have a megastar, usually have 2 or 3 facilitators on the team. This Knicks team only has one that you can depend on, and that's Jalen Brunson. Even the Dallas Mavericks have Spencer Dinwiddie to kind of a little bit help Luka, right?
Look,
but this team doesn't have that guy.
You're not gonna have a starting like a consummate starting level. To have a consummate starting level backup point guard, like that would be great. Like I would love to have Fred VanVleet behind or in front of Brunson, but like as a backup to a point guard who is very, very sturdy.
Okay.
Brunson is very sturdy.
Very
sturdy. That's the one. And I didn't even realize that until like really this, and I've made several comments about that up until this injury. Like this dude was in a walking boot.
Right.
A day before a game where he played 40 minutes and played like an all-star.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Brunson is very sturdy. To me, IQ.
What does that tell you? If one of your best players is in a walking boot before the game, he go out and play like an all-star. Does that not send alarm bells that you need to go get reinforcements?
Do I think that this is done? Do I think that this is our championship team? No. The NBA is not over, guys. It's not over.
Yeah, it's 35 games in, bro.
No,
we passed
this
1/3 of the season.
The NBA is not over, bro. Like there's going to be opportunities. Like what we have right now is a very good team. What we didn't have in years prior was the environment for a superstar. We now have the environment. We had Melo and no surrounding team to support Melo. Right. Now we got the opposite. And like, I love their measured approach to getting that final piece. I'm not mad at it because we're definitely, RJ goes out. First minute of the game. Brunson is already out. When RJ went out, even me as super positive fan, I thought that game was a wrap. I already thought it was dicey because Brunson wasn't in. RJ goes down the first friggin' minute.
Right.
I was like, okay, well, I hope they play hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope they play hard.
Right.
This man, Luka, had to have the best NBA game of any NBA player ever to beat Randall, IQ, and Quickly by 5 points in overtime.
Hey, IQ and Quickly the same person.
I mean, IQ and Grimes. That was the big three that night. And he had to have the best ever NBA performance by anybody ever in NBA history to beat us by 5 points in overtime.
Okay.
We lost the game, but I'm telling you, hey, we should have lost that game. That, to me, like once two of our top three is down against a Luka like that, like I didn't. No way in the world I would have thought that he would have needed 60 points and 20 rebounds and 10 assists to beat us.
Okay.
I wouldn't have thought that.
If I could get in here, the thing for me is not just to shift the convo a little bit. For me, it's not backup point guard. That's not what's costing us down because Brunson, when he's healthy, he's strong enough to finish the game. It's not like he's not finishing games. The problem is for us is finishing games. And we keep running at these 6'9" wings with 6'7" guys, 6'6" guys, 6'7" guys. And then when we realize, okay, height is a factor, we throw Sims at these guys. Like, come on, man. Like, we have got to go find a 6'9" defensive stud. I've been saying on this channel, man, almost every show when we talk about the needs of this team, it hasn't changed. That guy is not a unicorn. There's a lot of those guys in this league. It's not a unicorn. And until we get that guy that can help us down the stretch, I'm not saying you can stop these best guys, but you can make it tougher. We don't have to double and triple team at the guy. We can get a good one-on-one defense. And you know what can happen when they miss? We can rebound. Now we're running around and playing scramble, help defense down the stretch. We're not getting late rebounds, and we're a better rebounding team than most of the NBA. It's because of our thing, and so we got to get a 6'9".
We are a top 5 rebounding team, bro. We are a top 2 offensive rebounding team. I feel like the complaints that we try to drum up are like we're really searching for things to be mad about. And I dig it. Until we get a chip, ain't nothing perfect. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be room to this is wrong, that's wrong, this, that, and the other. Again, I operate from the standpoint the NBA is not over. We see what these guys are. The front office sees what they got. We see what we got.
But what do you mean when you say it's not over? What do you mean?
I don't understand that.
Meaning that there's we aren't stuck with the people we got.
Yeah, but things happen season to season, Keith.
Yes, things happen season to season. You're right. That's what I'm saying.
So this season might be a wrap, you saying? And that's why.
No, this is still a playoff season. We still did you think we was getting a chip this season? What did y'all think was happening this season?
No, but I wanted to see development. You
don't see development? You don't see no development? Wait.
Get the goalpost out the parking lot, bro. I didn't. This is not
What
this was-
goalpost? I didn't. He said something. I'm asking him to clarify his statement.
You moved the goalpost all the way to the bus depot, bro. The thing
What goalpost?
the thing we mentioned, Free Keith, was why is the front office not going to get a guy knowing that injuries and bad play are going to happen, and they still hadn't done they hadn't even called up Trevor Kills or Daquan Jeffries. Something. Do when Obi went out, we were like, okay, that's unfortunate, right? Right? When Obi went out, that was unfortunate. Then Brunson gets dinged up, right? Right? Then Grimes gets dinged up. And with all these things, they don't even call up extra guys to put on the bench.
Here's the controversial statement of the show. The front office and Tibbs ain't on the same page. And that's why they're not getting they're trying to wait for Tibbs, guys to get hurt and force Tibbs to play him. It is a straight
and force Tibbs to play who? Nah, I don't think that's it. I think like Gats is doing the most with that. Like they could easily tell Tibbs that this guy got to get played, bro. Like
you can't even call up your G League guys and put them on the bench,
bro. Like that to me.
Free Keith, you can't even have the G League guys, the two-way guys travel with you just in case.
He thinks he got enough. I don't like I'm not like to me that.
Yeah, but
I'm not that.
Tibbs's job. Tibbs's the line of demarcation in this organization is clear. Tibbs deals with who Rose and the team puts in the locker room. So Tibbs don't get to talk about who's going to suit up, who's not going to suit up. Well, no, he gets to say that.
He does.
But he gets the 15 guys. That's it. He don't get to determine who of the 15 guys. He might get some input, but there's no way you could tell me he has never liked the fact that Cam Reddish came here. Oh, what's going on? He's never liked it.
Okay. Do we think? Okay. Would you call Tibbs in the history of knowing Tibbs and like his mentality? Do you think that Tibbs is a dick rider type coach? Like, does he say stuff that's fluff about guys that he don't believe?
Of course he don't, but I don't know what that has to do with Cam. Like, I can't believe
Cam,
he can't get nothing out of Cam.
Through Cam's even preseason, when Cam wasn't looking, when he got all that time because Grimes was out, and Tibbs put him in for all that time. Tibbs was bigging him up the whole time. He was like, oh, his athleticism, this, that, and the other. I do not think that Tibbs does not like Cam. I don't think that Tibbs hates Cam. I think that the current situation right now with Cam is that him and his people don't like that his role got lessened.
I think
Cam Reddish just said when Cam Reddish just when asked about what he has to do to get back in the rotation, Cam Reddish says, I don't know. The coach hadn't talked to me about my role since I've been benched.
And so if Cam said that, I'm shocked because what I thought it was I thought Cam was in his free agent year. His agent made a call like, yo, my guy's in his free agent year. You know what the deal is, you know, and listen, I'd rather y'all sit him and I go hustle a team and y'all put him in some role and devalue him. That ain't what we signed up for. This is
exactly what I'm thinking. That is what I'm thinking. And the reason why I'm thinking that is because, like, I do not think, like, Tibbs is not the kind of guy like, yo, like, I'm a personally just dislike some dude just cause and not play him when I need to play a guy, this, that, and the other. Like, yo, like, he's not playing because his people said that he shouldn't, that if he's not gonna get the minutes they wanted, that they don't even want him risking injury because you know that dude is frail. Number one, you know Cam is frail. So, like, they don't want him to get injury risk in his 15 minutes or whatever, like, off the bench minutes that they don't want. And this is why he's not playing. I do not think that it's because Tibbs doesn't want to play him. You putting in roles in a game with what you call it, like, and you need Tibbs is not dumb. I don't care what anybody say about Tibbs.
Nobody is saying that Tibbs is not a smart guy, bro. Nobody is saying that Tibbs has a hidden agenda. Bro, who nobody I didn't say that, and
Tibbs wants to win games above anything else, bro.
Hey, how's that worked out the last 4 games?
I mean, I said want, and right. It's like fishing. Fishing is called fishing. If you went out with a fishing rod every time and caught stuff, it'd be called catching. Like you want to win. He wants to win every game. Like Tibbs ain't not playing a guy because that will help him win a game. If he think he can help him win a game, he's not doing that. Nah, I do not believe that. So that lets me believe that something is going on in the background. Something is going on in the background, and like his people, because it was as soon as he was taken from the starting line, all of a sudden he disappears. They didn't like that.
Yo, free keep. Well, let me. Justin DW, thank you for the generous contribution. Justin DW says Tibbs is a guy who eats the same meal for 10 years and is fine with it. No risk taking at all. Just moving with what works. That's all. Thank you for that, man.
Dude, we've seen Tibbs just this season alone. We've seen Tibbs just this season alone use more combinations of guys, young and old, that we've ever seen in his whole career.
Okay.
We got to stop that, yo.
If I'm Doge, if somebody talks about firing Tibbs, I'm saying, well, make it make sense for me. What is it? I don't understand. I don't really understand what people Tibbs, these guys, they're putting on. I listen. There's no way they're on the same page, man. Cam's been on this team for a long time. It makes no sense. There's no way they're all on the same page. I don't understand. If Cam can't get, why is he here? Why didn't he get moved in the offseason? What was missed? This Cam situation was feeling bad on somebody. I don't know if it's Tibbs. I don't know if it's Rose. But I know they need to hurry up and get him out of here if they want to support Tibbs. They need to hurry up and get the boy out of here. You want to support Tibbs? They've never got – even Reggie Bullock was 6'8". We've never had a 6'9" wing defender. It's making no sense, Keith. It's like a unicorn.
Bro, I can't – all I can do – I don't like to speculate what's in people's minds. All I can do is try to put together stuff based on what I'm seeing and what I know of the people involved. Tibbs wants to win games, bro. That's his whole MO. Yes, he's a stubborn coach. He's a this, that, and but the bottom line and end of the day, he wants to win games, bro. You mean to tell me that? Oh, he hated Cam so much that he wouldn't have put him in the game against Anunoby to throw some other size in there if he could. He hates Cam that much.
Keep. The only reason I'm not going to answer, well, I'm going to agree with your question, but I think it's still a little short-sighted. Tibbs wants to win games, yes, but here's the problem. Tibbs has limited ways that he can do that. Tibbs' way of winning games.
I'm talking about personnel. I'm talking about you in a game. You in a game where this person is having their way with the whole team, and there's somebody who you had in that you were already was in the rotation. You had them in the starting line even, and you won't play them. Tibbs won't play that person. You got into Tibbs' starting line, and then Tibbs won't play you. Come on, bro. Like there's something else there. I don't know what it is. I'm speculating at what the other is, but there's something else there. I gotta look at those little things.
Tibbs has limited ways that he can win the game, Keith. He has limited ways. One of the ways is to not turn the ball over. It's to run guys off the three-point line. He hates the three-pointer. Run them off the three-point line. It's just no way that he is creative. You can't just give him anything. If you don't give him exactly what he wants, he ain't going to use it. He'll not eat. He'll starve. Yes, he'll try to win the game. And this I have to give him credit for because his will is so strong, and the will of the players that are Tibbs guys become so strong, that's a great culture to have. But you got to get him what it is that he wants. If you get him anything else, then we're going to be saying, why is he not using these guys? He'll ride the same 3 or 4 guys that will play his style of basketball. He'll ride them till their wheels fall off. And Freezy is saying, if management is on board with Tibbs, why didn't they have a bench full of Tibbs guys? Why ain't there 8, 9 Tibbs guys on this team?
There are. He's playing them.
And so for Keith, I know you mentioned the Dallas game. I didn't want to mention the Dallas game because that's a 1 in a million game, right? A game like that will never.
Yeah,
happen.
exactly. But understand, it had to be a 1. It had to be a 1 in a million game for him to beat. For them to beat a hobbled Knicks team.
You said that already. You said that 15 minutes ago. I know.
But it means something though. But go ahead.
I never said it didn't. I'm clarifying. That game is 1 in a million, right? What I'm saying, bro, is this team does not have enough talent to sustain injuries and play at the same level. We don't have a superstar that can carry us when some of these guys get hurt. And if
we need a superstar.
But listen, I'm trying to. So if you know this already, and you can't get a star, can you at least get reinforcements off the bench that can come help you row the boat until you get your star? That's all I'm asking.
They came into the season thinking they had what that those guys was going to work. Evan didn't work. Thinking Cam was going to work. Cam didn't work for whatever reason. Not even copping for whatever reason, Cam didn't work. So now you got guys sitting on the bench who they thought would work and didn't work. Like, okay, now it's time to try to make moves happening. Like, what do we think that those things happen overnight now? Like, are they supposed to
keep? I can't let that rock because
what
you say Evan didn't work. Evan was on this team last year. You saw his defense was lacking. You saw Tibbs had to do stuff to make it work.
Yeah.
He had a horrible season. Cam came here. There was enough time for Cam to practice. He couldn't crack the lineup. We knew Grimes was going to have a better shot this year.
He did crack the lineup.
We knew that last year Cam did barely crack the lineup. He did.
Oh, he came in. Come on, man. That's not even fair.
He
came injured. Like,
but what I responded to though was there was enough practice for him to at least show that he's this special kid. And he had the whole offseason. We were doing reports ourselves on this show when Summer League and Cam were sitting next to each other. So
did you see how Tibbs was talking about Cam, bro? Even as he was stinking it up through preseason, did you hear how he was talking about Cam?
Hey Keith, you know what I'm subject? You know what I'm cautious of? You know what I would turn a side eye to? Shorty that's always talking positive about Keith, but won't drop them things for him. I'm not that gets you a bunch of nothing. Tibbs great about Cam and not putting them in the game means nothing, Keith. Means nothing, yo.
No, what I'm saying is it does mean something. I don't think that he's not playing because Tibbs don't want him to play. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, and I stand by that.
Building Block said it best. Building Block said, yo, Keith, they were just trying to get his trade value up. They was just talking to talk. Cam is the greatest, hardest worker y'all ever seen in your life. That's
wow, y'all for real know Tibbs to be like that? Y'all.
No, I know business to be like that. I know business.
Leon would definitely say that.
And don't forget
Tibbs is not doing that. Tibbs is not doing that.
Don't forget Tibbs
is not doing that. Now, see, this is what. So we got to bend people out their whole personalities to make narratives work. Like, come on, man. We know Tibbs wouldn't do that.
What we saying is just because that dude's in charge doesn't mean he's the only smart person in the universe. There's other smart people out here. Just because that man run the Knicks don't mean he's the smartest person in the universe, bro. It's other smart people that exist in this universe. People like the Ghetto Intellect that can think for himself, bro. We could see this
But
stuff.
what does that have to do with anything? I'm not saying anybody is stupid.
No, just
what is
that? Just because
I'm talking about differences of outlook.
But how does the saying go? The absence of evidence is not the evidence. How's that go, Gian?
The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.
Yeah. Just because you hadn't seen it, don't mean it doesn't exist. Is basically
what. But that's what I'm saying. But then it becomes the part. That's the part that now we're just painting in between the lines. Like I'm not. I can't get riled up. I can't get riled up.
You can't come out and say, "Listen how great Tibbs talks about Cam." And then he turns around and he's no play after no play. And then Uncle Freezy told you, and I heard somebody else on Facebook type to me, Cam don't even know what's going on. And I wanted to type what's going on.
They ain't even talking
to him. Respond to them. I swear I was going to respond to them. How you know what Cam know? And then they would have posted that article with Cam in quote. I'd have been looking dumb. I had no clue that Cam said that to Uncle Free. That's problematic, Keith.
What is Cam going to say?
Cam's supposed to
What is Cam going to say? He's not going to say like, yo, like, that's not the role I wanted. So like, I'd rather not play. He's not going to say that.
Here's what nobody could take away. Forget the fact that we just went 8-5. When we went 8-5?
In December, yeah.
Forget 8-5. Put that aside for a second. Put aside that just happened. Look at the brand of basketball we played every night. Cam Reddish cannot tell me there's not an opportunity to go out there and earn himself a max contract with the way them boys is out there playing ball, the way they spreading it, the way they moving it. Cam's supposed to say, I'm doing whatever I need to do to get out there because whether it's 8-5, 0-12, 1-6, the brand of basketball the Knicks play every night, you could pay for. You could buy a Knicks ticket, and I can tell you. So my boy I play golf with, he just hosted us in Dallas, Texas. He came out here. He's from Louisville. He's anti-big city. He went to college with Allen. He went to high school with Allen Houston. I play golf with Wade Houston, Allen's dad, all the time. In fact, Wade Houston, Big Charlie Johnson, and one other cat was the first 3 black people to get full Division I scholarships to the University of Louisville. Right. That's how real it is, right? All that said, he called me to troll me. It's like, yeah, I don't want to hear nothing, guys. I'm sitting courtside at the Knicks game, Mavs game. I said, I gotta be honest. Brunson's out hurt, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna be proud of what the Knicks put up. Because for the last 25 years, he was trolling me. All he could talk about was Luka's 60 burger and all. But when they left, they was like, yo, the Knicks got some players. Who's this Grimes kid? Who's this? Yo, things are happening for us. These guys got to make the moves. You got to give Tibbs what he needs.
Give them time. Give them time, bro. Give them time.
So Free Keith, my only deal is this. When we were at game 4, and people were like, yo, I need to see, I ain't gonna do nothing. I want to give them time at least to game 20. I was like, okay, I'm with you because that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to, you know what I'm saying, or overdo it. You know what I'm saying? Have unreasonable expectations too early. But at game 35, bro, I mean, you don't have the same runway you did as it because the feeling we had when we lost the Memphis game, the first game of the season, right? There was a certain feeling going around like, man, we just one player short that Memphis game. Remember, we took Memphis to overtime in the first game of the season. You see how good Memphis is, right? And so we're like, man, we just one player short. But now it's game 35. And we still play it short.
Yeah, we're going to be a player short all season. Like, so you take the first 3 quarters. We might be able to win the first 3 quarters by 4 or 5 points, Key, against any team in the NBA. Boston Celtics included.
Right.
The problem is the fourth quarter is a whole nother animal in this league.
Yeah.
And that's when even Brunson, and then guess what they do? Yeah, it's the fourth quarter. We let Brunson run around for 3 quarters. Hey, let me look down my bench. Who's 6'9" with decent speed? Because Brunson's not even quick. Listen, you got one job. Keep him in front of you. Just keep him in front of you. And when he goes to the paint and just stops, just put your hand straight up. Don't reach, don't do nothing. And Brunson then stops and does that all around and looks up like, oh my God, the trees. And they kick out the song.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. So Freaky, what I'm saying is this. As far as the star stuff goes, that's not even the conversation that I'm having. Because I gotta have that conversation with you and Gi on a separate show about how we should consider trade for Trae Young. Consider it. That's a show. That's a show that we should talk about when we get another hour and a half.
No, why?
Right?
No,
but no,
you know,
no. Listen.
For what that would cost us for him.
Listen.
If I was an Atlanta fan, I'd be so hot every time I see Luka play.
But listen, the point I'm getting at
hot
is because I agree with you on that. What I'm saying is this.
Nah, Trae.
No, I know what he's gonna say. Give him a chance. He might possibly say something brilliant.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm saying
what you got.
I'm trying to get
not
to jump out the window. What I'm saying is just go get some type of reinforcement, bro. Go get Emmanuel Quickly some help. Did you see how bad him and Deuce McBride shot in that Dallas game? They were terrible. They were 1 of 19 from 3. Go get them young fellas some help, some veteran help, bro. That's all I'm saying.
They had a bad game, man. They had a bad shooting.
No, they having a bad season. They're having a bad season.
Quickly?
How
Quickly have a bad season?
Hold on.
Look at Quickly's numbers for the season.
Hold on.
Out of 35 games, don't look at 4 games and say Quickly
what's the trajectory? That because to me that's the only thing that matters going forward. What's the trajectory? What you know what I'm saying? Like, is there a positive trajectory on his shot over the last whatever games? This, that, and the other. Like is those are the things that are important. Like to me, like to average overall numbers.
You said trajectory. How long is it going to take?
How many more games? Where are we now?
How many games?
When he turned on last season, he didn't turn on.
Your Honor, permission to treat the witness like a hostile witness, Your Honor.
Yeah.
You said trajectory, right? So how many games do you need in order for Quickly to get right?
What are you talking about?
You said trajectory. I
need the next game. I need the next game for him to not look right, to be able to judge that, because he has been looking all right.
The next game.
That's what I'm saying. He has been looking all right. So I don't know what to tell you. Like, he's not been playing bad these last few games. So I can't answer that question until he has his next bad game.
Bro,
because it's not fair. Because the point I'm making is the trajectory of what he's doing.
So 0 for 10 from 3 is not good. Is not bad.
I need clarity.
Me too.
Uncle Freezy, are you suggesting we're a backup point guard away from being what?
Yeah, like I don't know what this is about.
No. So what I'm suggesting is that I wish I had my frat guys up here. Yeah, anybody frat?
What is this guy? What is this?
Because listen, because see what my frat brothers tell me is when a task is too big for one man, you depend on your frat brothers. That's what they tell me. Now I don't know what everybody else does in their rooms and stuff, but when a task,
where are you going, sir? Where are you going?
Where are you taking this, Freezy?
What I'm telling both of y'all, bro, is that what we're asking of McBride and Quickly right now is too much for them to handle. These guys are still developing young NBA players.
Yeah, but what you're doing is not fair. What you're doing
That's
is
not
I
fair.
specifically asked you a question.
Right.
And said we did all this conversation over,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
What are you suggesting? We're a backup point guard away from being what?
No, I'm suggesting we're a 6'9" wing away from being better. Anybody ever heard that? Like, yo, instead of having your best offensive player try to guard Luka, why don't you just go out and get you a defensive specialist that can guard Pascal Siakams, that can guard DeMar DeRozan's, that can guard Luka Doncic's? Is what I'm saying.
I believe Quickly needs to be moved because I believe Quickly wants the bag. And I don't think Quickly could get the bag. I think what's going to happen, Freezy, long term, correct me if I'm wrong, I think we're going to be the one to get that old point guard. He's going to be – I think we're going to always get the Derrick Roses of the world going forward because I think Brunson, I think he commands that much respect around the league. And guys can be their self with him coming off the bench because he plays a certain way aggressively. So then the backup gonna know who's a little bit over the hill. I think that's who our future point guard is gonna be. Right now, though, we're not going to attract anything.
Yeah, you don't like 6'8" wings. I just need some help here to understand. If Freaky, if you telling me us going out and getting a guy that can guard Luka, you know what I'm saying, is a bad thing. I
didn't say it's a bad thing. I said wait.
I that can go
patience.
Pascal Siakam. Because here's the thing, Freaky, when Obi get back, if you want to be patient when Obi get back, guess what? Obi still can't guard Luka. Obi still can't guard Pascal Siakam.
Yo, son, look, Cat is getting moved, bro. Like this, there is going to be movement. There is always movement. Like the NBA is fluid. Like it's not over today. I think like what we need to do is just
we're 18 and 17, no Freaky.
So what? You can't just manufacture a deal, bro. You can't just manufacture these things, bro. You don't know what they work.
All they had to do was
you don't know what they working on or not working.
All they had to do was listen to what G.I. said during the summer, and a lot of those losses that we had, like the first Luka loss in the Garden, we win that game, right?
What did G.I. say in the summer?
Siakam is not that strong. He's strong, but he's not that strong.
That was everybody get one. That was his night.
No, that was just Mouse in the house too.
No, I know.
It's
a 60-point game for one. We lost that game because Tibbs didn't have the personnel to double team Luka. You can't double team Luka with 2 6'4" guards, right? What's the point? You may as well not even send a double team if you double teaming them with 2 6'4" guards, bro. That's one of the things I'm talking about.
He looking right over everything. You running guys at him. He like this.
You can triple team him with 3 6'4" guards, and it wouldn't matter because they 6'4" guards.
He like this.
Yes. He a tree amongst bushes.
They like this.
Yes. What I'm saying, Free Keith, is now I'm not saying that one guy is gonna come in here and be a cure-all. But what I'm saying is this: the less work that Randall and RJ have to do throughout the game, the more productive they could be in other places, right? The less that Grimes have to. Quentin Grimes is a 6'4" guard guarding the best player in the NBA. That's 6'7", 225, 230. And we don't see an issue with that. There isn't an issue with that. I like Grimes. I like Grimes guarding Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. When you ask him to guard Luka Doncic, we got a problem. That's
I think that's not.
It's not fair to Cam Reddish because they have Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish at least gave them some minutes.
I liked what I was seeing of Cam. I really wonder what happened.
Right.
I really wonder what happened.
And so the thing is I'm not trying to be.
But Cam, but I also feel like Cam pulled his groin sprained his groin chasing after Curry, I just don't think that Cam would have made that much difference against what
You see what I mean? So you said Cam sprained his groin chasing after who?
Curry.
Why is a 6'8" guard, a 6'8" forward guarding a 6'3" point guard?
Because he's good on defense. He can guard he can guard what do
I
forward.
would love to have seen Grimes right there, but you know what? Quentin Grimes wasn't available.
He wasn't.
Right.
But they played some games together.
Right. My point, man, is this. Is the point that I'm getting at is this. This team right now, if you just accept it for what it is, like this team is a Midland team, not gonna knock off the major guys, too good to be in the lottery, blase blah, then accept it for what it is, right? Embrace that role.
Embrace
But if you want the team to be better,
dude, we are in a stage that we have to pass through. Like that's like cats think that we going 0 to 100. Like no, it's not. Like yo, like we gotta pass through the middle to get to the top. We've been at the bottom for 20 years.
You could be stuck here too, Keith. It wasn't. All I'm saying is it wasn't incredibly hard to get here. Other teams are doing so much more. I don't know, man. Maybe they got another.
Yo, you know what? Maybe I'm one of the few. Maybe I'm one of the few, and this is and this is definitely probably a rare opinion. But I actually find it refreshing that the management is way more conservative than we would like. I actually find it more refreshing that like they aren't jumping after everybody like all the managements before. And like I actually like how they're doing business. It may be frustrating because we haven't gotten the big splash that we want, or this, that, and the other. But like I definitely think it's coming, and I'm letting them run their courses on doing it. Like we are not in a bad spot. I still think that this is a playoff team.
Here's the thing, Keith. Yes, we're a playoff team. It could slip the 10 seed. Listen, it could get so bad because you got to remember in February, March, some of the bad teams will be playing better. They're not easy outs in February and March, unless they get some injuries. The way we close out games, with Jalen Brunson being our most efficient player, the player you have no choice but to put the ball in his hand. Randall makes 50% mistakes under pressure, maybe a little higher. And RJ can do nothing but shoot a layup unless it's a swing three-pointer. It's just too many deficiencies we have down the stretch. And Keith, let me put that on top of everything. We don't hit free throws under pressure. And we absolutely so with all of that going against us, it's going to be hard to win games in the fourth quarter. And we're going to be around 500. We're going to get a really lame draft choice. These guys have got to spend some money and make something happen. There's no sense. Spin the wheels now. You got to spin the wheels.
Right.
Cool, and I hope they do that too. But like I'm just saying, I don't think we're in a bad spot. I don't think we're anywhere near stuck. And I think when opportunity arrives because like for instance, I know Luka cannot be happy on the map. He cannot be happy on the map.
What are we talking about though?
If they don't make a move, that's one disgruntled star. All I'm saying is that there's opportunity. Like things are very liquid in the NBA. Like, and I think that there's going to be no lack of opportunity, and there will be things that arise for us to take advantage of, and we're poised to do so. not only with draft capital that we can trade, but also like what's proving to be very quality NBA players that on that floor that we can trade. Y'all see, Luka. I'm trying to get Luka to this team, yo.
Yeah, I don't know many players who don't want to play for Mark Cuban, so I can only imagine things that
I'm just saying
off the court.
I'm just saying though, like
they could Dallas.
Like he got put on an all. He got to put on an all work.
Taxes in Dallas.
Yeah. Then why don't they have the people that they need next to him right now?
Because they made a risk with KP that didn't work, so now they have to pay.
That's just one player though. Like
no,
so,
but
like
they risk draft picks and things. They put stuff out there, so now they gotta pay.
So they stuck. That's what I'm saying. Like if they can't make a move, if they can't find a way to make a move, I'm telling you, he's gone because like he is not winning the West. He's not winning the West with that.
Here's the thing, Keith. I think Dallas is a good choice to look at. You'd rather be stuck with Luka than stuck with RJ Brunson and all these draft picks and Quickly and Grimes, a bunch of mouses in the house, undersized. But every player is undersized at the position they play, except for Grimes. He is playing more too, so he's probably decent size too. Brunson's an undersized point guard. Because you got to remember, what is undersized come in is not the first 3 quarters. First 3 quarters, guys like, all right, yeah, we running around. Fourth quarter, when they get in there, that undersized, I saw where I say, damn, Brunson is too small.
Yeah, hey, shout out to Rel. So Rel is in the chat from We Talk Mavs. That's our homeboy Rel from We Talk Mavs, man. Y'all talked Luka and brought the Mavs out. Who brought the Mavs out?
What up?
Hey,
what up? Yo, y'all better treat them right. Y'all better treat them right because the Hawks is out, yo. The Sharks is out for that kid. I'm telling you, y'all better treat them right.
Yes, no,
but the Sharks are out, right? The only thing about putting blood in the water is that when you target a shark, you put invitations to all sharks. So if you think Luka becoming available is only a one-way trip to New York,
number one, he's a free agent in 2024. Number one, number two, if he make it look like he ain't going
free agents,
huh?
How's the Knicks track record of signing superstar free agents?
No, all I'm saying is like
if don't have to pay
if he's looking like he ain't going
to pay tax in Dallas.
Dude, he's a foreigner. He don't gotta pay taxes. No way.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, bro.
Well, then he gotta pay is federal taxes. He don't gotta pay no damn state taxes.
The fact he has
taxes bro.
If it looked like he's not gonna re-sign, they're gonna trade him. They definitely gonna trade him if it's looking like he's not gonna re-sign.
I can imagine the Lakers and the Miami Heat sitting by idly, not doing nothing while the Knicks.
I mean, they could.
I could see it.
They could. Who they trade? They gonna trade AD.
Yeah.
Who they gonna trade? Who they gonna trade for Luka? They don't got a treasure trove of draft picks. I tell you that.
Right. Like, we gotta wrap up right here because the game about to start. Y'all got something real quick? I want to say something real quick before the Cowboys game come on. How about them Cowboys?
Man, Cowboys is trash, man. Yeah.
We're a little better than trash, but I don't know that we're one of the elite teams in the NFL.
Yeah,
I mean, but the Bills though. But the Bills though is out there. The Bills though is out there mobbing. Y'all see them.
Okay. All right. Hey, y'all. Thank you everybody for coming through, rocking with us, man. This is our first time jumping on in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to thank Free Keith and GI for putting this thing together, sacrificing some schedule time. You know, these cats, man, real busy, saving the world and all that stuff. We're going to get out of here and go over to the San Antonio Spurs, New York Knicks watch along. And again, if you're watching this during replay, we appreciate you. We appreciate y'all, man. Y'all subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, man. We out of here, y'all. Peace, y'all.
Peace.